So on Matters Arising here today, Diana, what's up?
Matters Arising, we look at the doctrine of giving. Do our financial blessings lie in who we give or gift? So we actually have an interesting insight on something that a man of God said about giving.
Yeah.
So we can
take a look at that. Never collect money from a senior man of God. You reduce your blessing. Just keep giving to him. You will prosper. That's how it works.
Those are the things I don't go for. Because when you read in Luke chapter 6, verse number 38, okay, many men of God and women of God, they have misunderstood that verse. Other versions, the other line is deleted or erased or removed, okay? You can only find it in King James. In King James, that's where you can find it.
Okay.
The Bible says, give, and it shall be given unto you. You see, whom have we given? He who should give us back. So, who do you give and he doesn't give you back? What does it mean? No. It can't work like that.
So that word from a senior man of God, does it mean, is there a junior man of God? Or
there is seniority in the spirit. That's a reality.
Okay, so how do you determine that this one is senior and I cannot collect from this senior?
The impact is very visible. The impact is visible. For example, if you go to Bread of Life, you know who senior is?
Of course.
You enter into the church, you know the impact Bishop Imakando has done in his ministry. You can tell that Njenja has a church, Bishop Imakando has a church, but it will be sin for me to start equating myself to the bishop. So I know what seniority is. The same thing applies. We may be both apostles, but I'm able to tell this apostle looks senior. It is the impact. The impact he has made in the ministry and the achievements that he has attained. I need more things than him. If I cast into that garden, probably I'm going to my offering will have more fruits than casting into a smaller garden. So this is what he was trying to explain.
Okay, so do financial blessings lie in who you give or gift?
It is a yes and no question. Because the issues of having a financial breakthrough is not a one-way formula. For example, what Apostle Mtenge was talking about, he's talking about the worldly finances. It has got its own procedure, how you attain that type of financial blessings.
Okay.
We will not be truthful to ourselves if we say every financial blessing is about me doing business, I get money, and then it is all. There is what we call spiritual blessing, and there is also a physical blessing. You can physically fight for that financial breakthrough, and that one is very neutral. You use the available things that God has put in place.
Okay.
The sun, the seasons, you can name it. If you farm, you are able to do all that. That is a business related. It's a worldly approach, and anybody, including the witch and the wizards, they can access this type of financial breakthrough.
Let me read it. Never collect money from a senior man of God. You reduce your blessing. Just keep giving to him, you prosper. That's how it works. So Waddy and Apostle Njenje, you're only focusing on the first part that says never collect money from a senior man of God. So my question with Apostle Mtenge is, how are your blessings going to reduce if the collecting is genuine? Let's forget about
So how are you collecting?
So, yes. So my collecting, right, it's possible, and that's what I said earlier to say, we are so used to being in a world of transactions. It's favor for favor. There are times where, let's say I go to this senior man of God's office. I'm just there maybe to talk to him about my life, how my life is going. I'm there to seek spiritual advice from this man who's my father. And then, okay, this man advises me on everything. And then after that, he just says, oh, here is something. Just go home with this. You can see what you can do with this. And I collect that money. Meanwhile, I didn't even have an intention to say, I'm going there, I'm going to receive. I just had the intention to go and speak to this man of God and seek spiritual advice. So my question is, in that context, how is my blessing going to reduce by collecting what he's given me?
So it's more blessed to do what? Give than to receive. Yes?
Yes. So you people are concentrating.
No, your reduction is the fact that you are collecting. So the collector is reduced. The giver is It's on a high level.
Yeah, that one she agrees. It's biblical.
Right?
Yes.
Right?
So yes.
Exactly.
So what I'm saying is
Now, wait, before I finish. So now, here when you say senior, in seniority, even your parents are senior.
yes.
Even in spirit, they're senior. All right? So if you continue to be going, and this is a general term of everyone who likes to collect, and 3/4 of the people want to collect from their seniors, when it's supposed to be the other way around. Well, you're supposed to be the one on the law, because every time you give to your senior, you receive more. Isn't it not true? But that's what exactly he's saying.
No. So what I'm saying, Waddy, we need to pay attention to the words. Never. You understand?
Don't.
Never collect. So which means in whatever context, don't collect from a senior man of God. And that is why I'm saying he might have meant what the two of you are saying, but what I'm saying is it's also up to preachers of the word to explain exactly what it is they mean.
This is what we are doing now.
No, you are doing that because you're a man of God, you
Let me chip
understand.
in
But
as well.
a layman, and you can't say because someone is a baby in the
So
spirit.
the problem that you have is not the statement, it's how it's come out.
So that's the thing. So I'm saying if he meant what the two of you are saying, then it's fine, right? But if he meant to say never collect in any circumstance, then that is wrong. So again, I'll touch a bit on what Apostle said when he said babies in the spirit. So if maybe something is said and they don't understand, then it's not for them. And he gave an example of how children cannot chew bones because they don't have teeth.
Yeah.
That I understand. I mean, because the bone is going to hurt them, obviously. But in this context, we're talking about the word of God. It's different. Before we were where we are right now, to be able to understand these spiritual concepts, we were once babies in the spirit. And it took a mentor, it took someone to explain to us to say, Apostle Njenje, this is what I mean, or this is what the Bible means. That is why we have Sunday school. That is why we have all these catechism classes, for you to be able to build up in the spirit and understand. So let's be honest, if we didn't have teachers to teach us the word of God, some of us would be slow to actually grasp certain spiritual concepts. God will communicate, but he also, that is why there's teachers of the word to teach the word of God.
So what I'm saying, before we go further, so you're saying, what he's saying is correct, but it's how he has said it?
Wrong.
Or he's totally wrong?
What I'm saying is this statement is wrong. So if he
Okay.
meant what the two of you are saying, he should correct this statement.
You see,
Yes.
Waddy, a church organization, does the pastor pay tithe? Is he supposed to be paying tithe?
Yes, he's supposed
Or offering?
He's supposed
so,
to.
Is that money not coming from himself?
Yes.
So, in which context is he saying don't collect from him? If at all the church can collect tithe from him.
But the pastor is giving to their senior too.
All right.
It doesn't wait. The pastor is giving to their senior. Because
salaries.
you can't give tithe to yourself.
You have to.
How?
Because you are not the owner of what you own.
No.
Listen.
You
Deuteronomy
are the pastor.
chapter 8.
From look, I mean,
You
from what
don't
I've
own
learned,
what you own. You don't own it.
Wait. From what I've learned in Bible, I mean, I've been Bible for 3 years. Understand, when you are your pastor of the church, you need to have a father where you pay your tithe to, or your mother where you pay your tithe to. How do you tithe yourself?
Okay, let me come in. Whatever you own, whoever you are, whether you are a king or you are a pope, you don't own anything that forbids you to give. Because Deuteronomy chapter 8 verse 18 says, God is the one who gave you the ability to make money, to have wealth. It even goes on verse 16 and 17. It says, don't even say, no. You are supposed to tithe it to your own local church. Look, my own local church, I give.
yourself.
I'm not God. I have to give.
Well, I'm asking, but
I'm not God.
But
It's only God who cannot give tithe,
Okay,
not a
wait.
human being.
wait.
Yes.
Okay, let me put it in a layman's term. You take your money, you put it in a basket in your church.
Yes. Out of my salary, they pay me a salary
Then
as
you
an
collect
apostle.
the same offer.
They
You are a
listen.
joke.
They pay me
When
a salary
after
as
you
an
put that
apostle.
money,
I
you
get
go
it.
get it again.
I get a 10%.
Go
That's
and
a
pay.
principle. That's a principle that works.
Then you get it.
Whoever
Then you go
taught you
back.
the Bible, it didn't teach you well.
But sir,
You
I'm
give
telling
your
you,
one
isn't,
tithe.
isn't tithe meant for you, the man of God?
I have to tithe it as well.
No,
And
what
you
I'm
get
saying,
it.
when I tithe,
Yes.
doesn't, in biblical terms, the tithe goes where? The operations, or it's supposed to come to you?
It goes, when it comes to me direct as a salary, I need to get a 10% out of
What I'm
it.
saying, when people
They have given me, the church has given me as a salary. I need to get a 10% out of it.
And they
That's
give
how
it
it
as a
works.
tithe.
Yes.
give it
Then you
back.
collect it.
Then you collect it again, 10%
No,
of it.
listen. You are missing a point. The running of a church, if there are some people who are running it individually, they should stop. Let them employ accountants, chairman,
Do you
whatever,
have
a
those?
committee. Me, I don't have a big one. Okay?